gratitude is also important. Feeling good and grounding in gratitude is very important. I don't say this lightly because a lot of people do gratitude as a checkbox. It's like every morning I must ask myself, what am I grateful for? So they say, I'm grateful for being alive. I'm grateful for, it becomes very superficial. They just say it without really feeling true gratitude. So it's like they're just doing it as a tick box. For me, when I feel good about myself or I feel good about something, I really need to ground that in gratitude and ask myself, what am I grateful for? And when I have a bad moment, I also ask myself, what am I grateful for? It's very hard, right? I mean, it's easy to be grateful when you had a good moment. Yeah. It's hard to be grateful when you had bad moments. You'll be blaming, you'll be finding excuses, you'll be justifying, right? But I think it's important to also practice gratitude even in moments of not feeling very good.
Is there a recent example you could raise, where it's negative and you found gratitude in it?
Wow. Yeah, actually, recently there was an angry participant in my class. In a workshop I was running. Once again, I'll just go mask all the details to protect the person. But the person actually was having an argument with his own brother within the class. So his brother was attending a class with him. So they were having some kind of a brotherly dispute. So I stepped in to try to mediate it. And that was when the angry brother stood up, pointed at me, his two fingers pointed at me like a loaded gun and says, Coen Tan, you have no right to butt in here. You have overstepped the mark because yesterday you called me a prideful man. Wow. And that was a moment when I had to be very, I had to diffuse the situation because now his anger is turned towards me and the whole class was looking at me.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. Tell us more. What happened? Yeah,
and the worst was he was the big boss of the company.
Wow. Okay.
It's sort of a family business. So so he was having a dispute with his brother, and then he turned his anger towards me. So the first thing that I thought about was actually not myself. The first thing I thought about was him. Because to me, psychological safety is very, very important. Growing up in a family as a child being so sensitive with a lot of conflict, I know from a young age what psychological safety is. So the first thing I thought about was him. He is the boss, the big boss of the company, the CEO of the company. Yeah. How can I let him down easily? How can I stop him from making a scene of himself?
Yes.
So the first thing I look at him, I soften my eyes, I look at him and I say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hurting you. I'm sorry for what I said. And then he calmed down. And I said, it wasn't my intention to hurt you. It was actually meant to be a compliment because when I say a man with pride, I didn't say you're a prideful man. I say you're a man of pride. I didn't exactly say you're a prideful man, but he thought I say he was a prideful man. Yeah. So I said a man of pride actually is a compliment because a man of pride is a man of standards, and it shows in the way you run your operations of your company. Yeah. I meant it as a compliment. I really didn't thought that you would take it so bad. So I'm sorry for that. Yeah. So he calmed down straight away. And he said, "Thank you for saying that." He felt seen, he felt heard, he felt understood. Wow. And I said to him, I'm grateful. I really am grateful for you to bring this up now to me so that I know that, I've hurt you in the process. If you didn't actually bring it up, I wouldn't know. So I'm grateful for you for giving me this opportunity to resolve this. So are we okay now? And he's like, okay, we are okay now. Wow. So during the break, he came up to me and he said, Coen, I really like how you handled the thing. Thank you very much for letting me down easily. And I'm saying, man, it's like, dude, I know we have all been there before. Okay, I didn't say the word dude now, but I said, yeah, I understand. We've all been there before. We've all been angry before. Understand. Yeah. It's okay. It's all fine now. Yeah. So
may I ask, was this how fast was your response? Because it was directed at me, I would just be lost for words, or I could react to defend myself. Like, was what you said after some deep thought, or was it like reactive, or what?
It was almost immediate. But the thought process was, of course, it seems like, like Matrix like that, like, ooh, I bent time and I slow
Yeah,
down
man.
everything in
Yeah.
slow motion. But it was like that, really. I felt that way. I think it was like I said early on, the previous question about emotional resilience and always
Yes.
auditing the emotions.
Yes.
I've done
Yes.
it to, so like I said, you practice hard the more you sweat in practice, the less you bleed in battle.
Right.
So on a day-to-day basis, I've really been practicing this emotional auditing. So when I went, I mean, or in the heat of the moment,
Yeah.
I was able to straight away engage that mode. I didn't have to think too much. I was able to zoom out to the bigger picture. I have a class to run. I need to maintain my own. It's tempting to think of my own safety only because
Yeah.
everyone's looking at me, right? I feel so embarrassed.
Correct.
But I straight away chunked up to my biggest purpose in that room was to serve everyone in the room. I'm a teacher. I'm here to teach. That's my
Yes.
purpose. And when there's any conflict like this, I just want to restore the balance, restore the harmony of the room so that we all can have a safe environment to continue learning. So that was my highest purpose. And I also asked myself then, with psychological safety in mind, how can I keep this guy safe? Because the reason why he's acting like that is because he's unsafe.
Yeah.
People act out because they are anxious or unsafe or hurt, right? So I needed to help him feel safe immediately because at the end of the day, I am the external trainer.
Yeah.
Maybe my reputation may take a hit. Maybe they don't like me. I may have a bad day at work. So be it. But this guy is the CEO of the business, and
Yeah.
his employees are all looking at him. He has more to lose, right? So my first thought was straight away to protect him.